Hey everyone, welcome to another installment of Harry Potter Theory. In today's video, I'm going to be discussing the infamous killing curse, Avada Kedavra. More specifically, I'm going to be discussing the use of the fatal curse, why it's unforgivable, and how it could actually possibly be merciful. Why is Avada Kedavra banned specifically when there are plenty of other ways to end someone's life? Why is Avada Kedavra so bad when you can just Bombarda Maxima someone? Let's dive into it further. First things first, what is Avada Kedavra? Avada Kedavra is one of 3 curses classified as unforgivable, dark and powerful spells dubbed so morally questionable that they were banned in the wizarding world. The unforgivable curses are tools of the dark arts, and generally only used by the darkest and most sadistic witches and wizards. These unforgivable curses are comprised of Crucio, Imperio, and Avada Kedavra. The effects of the spells vary. Crucio, aka the Cruciatus curse, is designed to cause torturous pain. Imperio, aka the Imperious curse, is almost like a form of mind control and forces the victim to perform the unquestioned bidding of the caster. Avada Kedavra, on the other hand, is much more simple. It just kills people. If you want to kill someone and you're not afraid of breaking wizarding law, then this is the spell to use. When cast, it creates a blindingly intense green bolt of light, right before the victim simply drops dead. All 3 curses require proper intent and proficient ability at performing magic in order to cast, otherwise they are relatively ineffective. But what, you may ask, is the reason for the unforgivable status of Avada Kedavra? Crucio tortures, and it tortures more than any other spell, so I get that one. Imperio is basically mind control, and no other spell does that, so again the unforgivable label is warranted. But killing? There are plenty of spells that bear the capacity to kill. Bombarda Maxima, Fiendfire, Sectum Sempra, Confringo, all of these bear the capacity to kill a target and more. What makes Avada Kedavra different? First of all, there's no confirmed explanation as for how Avada Kedavra actually kills you. From the outside perspective, by the time the blindingly intense flash of green light is produced, the victim is dead. What I can say is this: they die instantaneously, and in the Muggle world, instantaneous death, achieved by lethal injection, is often considered humane in the right context, like when an injured animal has no chance of survival. It ends a life with seemingly the least suffering possible. Bombarda Maxima, on the other hand, can't be a pleasant way to die, being blown to pieces. So if it ends their life instantly, without what appears to be any kind of suffering, why is it in fact unforgivable? First of all, despite the victims dying seemingly instantly, I think there's actually a lot more happening than meets the eye. In a video I made recently, I had a few theories for how Avada Kedavra actually kills you, and one of the more convincing theories that I landed on suggests that the soul is magically ripped from the body. However, there's more to it than that, because we know that Dementors operate in a similar fashion but still leave you alive. My theory is that Avada Kedavra, similar to the way that a Dementor sucks out the soul of a living being, takes their soul from them. However, the difference between how Avada Kedavra does it and how Dementors do it just boils down to the effectiveness at which the soul is ripped from the body. Dementors do it slowly, draining them of their life force and leaving them with just enough humanity to stay alive. Avada Kedavra, on the other hand, abruptly rips the soul from the body, leaving them with nothing left. So, while it may look unassuming at surface level, Avada Kedavra kills people in a way that transcends their physical form. It's more sinister than just blowing someone up, as it rocks their very soul. Additionally, it has been expressed that in order to properly cast Avada Kedavra, true intent must be there, so the very fact that it's linked with such deep and dark intent may be one of the reasons that it's unforgivable. However, if my theory is wrong and it doesn't pertain to the soul, it just stops the organs instantly, then it may actually be one of the more merciful ways to kill someone, as it simply ends their life instantaneously, without dragging out their suffering. What do you guys think? Is Avada Kedavra a sinister method of ripping out someone's soul, or just a mislabeled weapon of mercy? Until next time, you're a little scary sometimes, you know that. Brilliant, but scary. Who said that? Comment down below.